Hello and welcome, dear ones, to another week, another session of Wild Cafe for the week of the 16th of June. We have already passed the threshold of half of 2025, so I hope that you have been taking advantage of this tremendous year, which has been giving us and is giving us the opportunity to really upgrade into the higher frequencies of the new earth that are being anchored in this planet. This is me, Aashtara, and as always I am transmitting from the Council of the Light, channeled messages that are coming through in order to help you in your own enlightenment path and path of awakening. For those of you who are still yet to see that the mirror reflection of the reality that you are perceiving is but something that comes and is projected from the internal world, then there is a way, there is a path. No spiritual bypassing can take you or lead you into the truth, the reality of what really is. You have to see it, face it, feel it, embrace it, and then let it go, surrender to be able to live in this 5D quantum reality that we are all experiencing now. Those of us who are wishing to tap into it, we are being assisted by members of the Council of the Light, the clusters of the Arcturians, the Plaeidians, the star seeds. We are all co-creating this new reality that we are to call the new earth, which is basically a culmination of everything that has been experienced over time and timelines, and that which has been learned, that which was not resolved, is being incorporated into the one unity mind as wisdom. And those of us who are courageous enough have put our hands up and are breaking the so-called curses of unresolved issues and challenges, traumas that were not able to be dealt with in other vessels, in other timelines, so that we can incorporate, anchor in, and embody the new frequencies of the new earth, which are basically the higher frequencies, the higher realms, so as to bring in heaven on earth. Literally, that's what we're doing. The whole enlightenment path is basically allowing yourself to be in your authentic body, who you truly be as your essence, as your light body, as your source, sparkle of light, and living this through your three-dimensional realm, because we are dense, because we are in a 3D reality, but we are ascending into the quantum levels. So from that reality of the higher frequencies, we are able to tap into the higher versions of ourselves, embody them and anchor them into this body, this vessel, by grounding them into the earth grid, which we are at the same time co-creating. We are bringing down, if we want to use these words, the crystalline grid that is the basis, the foundation of the new earth. It is led by and grounded in compassion, in love, in the mastery of who you be, in that authenticity, that honesty, that transparency of who you be as a soul being. There is no more going back. There is no more hiding, no more manipulating, distorting of reality, illusions. The veils are thinning at a very rapid pace. This year is only but increasing in speed, only because manifestations take place very rapidly, synchronicities align very quickly, because when you are in this quantum field, there is no space, there is no time. And so in this continuum of reality, in the here, in the now, living as your highest, purest essence, then everything is manifested through your thoughts. This is why it has taken us as a collective, as a humanity, some time in order to be able to anchor in and master the reality of really honing in our thoughts, aligning them with our emotions, so that our intent is very positive, very pure, is very innocent, and it is aligned with the light. And only through that higher heart chakra we are embodying and creating the reality of the new earth. So this is why we are putting out there so much light and positivity, because we are doing, as bringers of the change, the internal work that is the alignment with the higher heart, with the heart of God source, the one unity mind light source that we all are, that we all come from. And as a spark of God, by doing all the healing, the inner journey of unveiling and unraveling who we truly are, we are able to shine more of this light in our path of enlightenment and expose the light that was hidden by the veils, by the shadows, by the darkness that once covered who we truly are. So this is the process that is taking place. This is what is happening, that has been happening more rapidly over these past few years, and especially these past few months have been unraveling so quickly. The more we tap into this field of love, into this field of synchronicities, of quantum level, we align our thoughts with our desires, with the purest essence of what is it that I want. And no judgment, no guilt, no shame. Those are lower vibrations that are very dense, that were once introduced into our systems as the experiment that we are in human earth, so as to feed other entities that are no longer here. They no longer abide in this system. The new earth is a co-creation of beings who have chosen to be in the light, to be that light that they are, and they are experiencing, expressing, and enjoying the light that they are. So any other entities that are wanting to get in are being expulsed from this crystalline grid that is being anchored into the earth's grid field, because it just doesn't resonate. So whatever doesn't resonate at this frequency is being expelled out, and that's what we are not only figuring out but also seeing as a projection in the external world. If you choose to focus on the wars, on the fear, on the power and control and the struggles that are still taking place in the external reality by those individuals who are still feeding off the darkness, who are still feeding off that energy that the lower entities were encouraging in this planet Earth, then that is a reality, that is a frequency that you can tap into. But by being a bringer of the change who has committed to the light, stay true to your path and stay true to that positivity and that love that is radiating from your heart, because that is the only truth. The rest is all but illusion. It is crumbling down. And the more you do this inner journey, this inner work of enlightenment, of alignment with your higher heart, the more you can contribute to this planet and to this new earth system frequency by co-creating with it. We are one in the same, so we are actually co-creating with the earth, the new crystalline grid, which is embodied and anchored in the love, the light, the positivity that we are. And so what's happening is that these bringers of the change are really embodying within themselves and radiating outside into the external plane the love and the light. And this is not happening in a love and light scenario where there is a bypassing of the actual truth that there is also a darkness, a shadow side that has to be dealt with. But in fact, it is a transmutation of that fear into love. And so when you transmute fear into love in reality, as in you face it, you feel it, you embrace it, you love it, then anything else just crumbles down, and the only thing that remains is love. But it is a process, it is a transmutation and an alchemization that is happening within ourselves, in our cellular bodies, and we are being assisted by technologies that are coming through, by beings and entities in the powerful light that are now shining their light very brightly and that are connecting with us, because the veil is so thin that we are able to connect with them at a very rapid and clear and pure level, so that we receive the messages of encouragement that they are sending us as they are seeing, perceiving, and also co-creating with us this new earth grid and reality. So for those of us who are in this journey of the light, who are really becoming the leaders of these new tribes that are coming up to the surface, who are really tuning into the frequency of love, there is much work to be done. But as we mentioned in other videos, this is not work. This is actually life. It is living. Change your perception and your world changes, your reality changes. You are not doing inner work. You are living. You are not working. You are living. This is your career, your passion, what you do. You don't go to work. You actually enjoy what you do. It's your passion. It's how you're living your life. And so whether that is doing a podcast now, whether that is doing an interview there, whether that is being with your son, with your kids, whether that is walking on the beach, whether that is having a meeting with other partners who are collaborating with you in an idea that has been gestated in your mind and that is being brought to the surface, it is all life. Everything is about to change. It is already changing, and what is happening is that you are commemorating, you are celebrating the idea of living, of being, of fully embracing your human beingness. Gone are the days where you are a human doing, where you were stuck in the matrix system of 9 to 5. This is how it has to be done, all in boxes. And that reality is still there, but it's crumbling down. More and more people are homeschooling, unschooling, alternative schooling. More and more people are going into the alternative paths of medicine, of traditional Chinese medicine and alternative therapies and healings. More and more people are going into a system of inner morality and justice that is away from the outdated systems of justice and laws that were created from a legal system of humanness that was based on power, on control, same as religion. More and more people are getting out of religion and into spirituality, which is the basis of every religion, which was hidden by the human power, ego, control. And so with bringing all of this into the surface, with embodying this and with embodying your passion, work for passion, not for a living. So basically just live and be, and that passion is what brings you wealth, because it is all connected. Your wealth, your abundance, your love, your frequency of positivity, and the essence of authenticity of who you be. This is heaven on earth, my beloveds. This is heaven on earth. And it is something that we are being, that we are living, that we are enjoying, that we are experiencing more and more and more at a rapid pace, as your thoughts become manifestations in your physical reality, as you co-create this reality with others who are here to do the same, embodying this positivity of thoughts, embodying this concept of one mind, which is allowing you to receive the support that you are needing in your projects, in your soul missions, so as to do whatever it is you want, you desire, whatever sets your heart on fire, and whatever those visions, those dreams, those projects that have been put into your mind for a reason. You are here for this, you are here for more, you are here to co-create in collaboration, in supportive means, as we all gather together as one. Spiritual realms, spiritual beings, soul-led starseeds, and denser human mind. It's all gathering, it's all aligning with the one mind, God, source, essence that we all be. Now, for those of you who are still experiencing the remnants of the older version of yourself and the reality that was created in the Matrix, be sure to stay tuned into compassion, love, and to your own healthy, strong boundaries. You are not doing anything wrong by doing what it is that you want, that you wish, that you desire, that when you're following your heart's dreams. You are not doing anything wrong. We repeat, you are not doing anything wrong. If you want to go have a bath, you go have a bath. If you want to go to the beach, go to the beach. If you want to spend 3 hours doing something that you like, go do that. Go dance, go do whatever it is that makes your heart sing, because that song is going to create ripple effects that are so beautiful. The butterfly effect is phenomenal, And that is what we need more of at this point in time. More of that positivity, of the butterfly effect in love, in joy, in community, in collaboration, no matter how that looks like. And whether it is a little bit uncomfortable for your mind, which is still stuck in the fear of what could happen, or what if, or had I done this, relinquish it. It is all going to dissipate and fall away. The more you tap into your heart and your heart's desires, the more this vision can anchor in, and the more other people and being and supportive team is going to be there for you to help you out at every single level, because that's what you've come here to do. Now we feel that this is a little bit of a pep talk for most of you, something that if you feel the frequency of the messages that are being transmitted in this video, you will know that the fire that is being emanated from within is carrying such a powerful force and might that is needed at this point in time in order to encourage the bringers of the change to keep at it, keep at the light, keep embracing your dreams, your heart's desires, and do it no matter what. And now this is me, Aashtara. I am tuning in because this whole message has presented to me in such a beautiful way that I would like to share it with you, just so that you get to experience a little bit of my world. And so the other day, I had a nap in the car. I wasn't driving, obviously. And when I woke up, I saw a message in the car in front of me which said mistake, and underneath it community car. And so I was being communicated that there was someone who was kind of projecting onto me their own fear and their own negativity. And so I stayed with it and I felt the fear, and literally there was a bike that came past next to that car. There was a guy with a leather jacket, with a jumper, a white jumper that said hope, 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 hope in blue. And so I felt the message of the guides, of the angels, was so clear to me. And this is a revelation or an explanation of this same message that is being transmitted through this channel, that there are two existent timelines at this point in time. There is like a bifurcation. And so whatever you choose to tune into, whatever frequency, that's what you're going to attract. So you can stay in the lane of fear, or you can stay in the lane of hope, of love, of connectivity, of the angel realms, of the everything is going to be fine. Not because you are bypassing anything, but because you are supported, because you are doing nothing wrong. Because if you stay tuned to your mission, to your heart's desires, to compassion, to love, to awareness, and to your soul's purpose and project, when you are doing what you're doing and living life from a state of love, from a state of cooperation, then whatever other people think and whatever the projection from other people who are coming from a fear and from a state of unresolved issues within themselves can't affect you, only because you're only going to project and throw at them more light, more love, so that there is that compassion that is being felt by them, and they can also transmute their fear into love. We can all do what we want. There is no more power struggle to feel. We don't need that anymore. You can have a 3-hour bath, and I can also enjoy a 3-hour bath later or before or with you. That there is no competition anymore. It is a matter of understanding, of aligning with one's own truth, and with cooperating as a whole. There is a abundance. There is a word of complete abundance out there, which is being created by our heart's desires. And when you tune into your heart's desires, then we need to really remember and anchor in this this belief that we are like candles, we are light. And so when you light up another candle, both candles still stay lit up. It's not like you're using the flame and the power of one candle and you reduce it, you kill it in order to light another one. Both candles are lit up, so you can have a bath for 3 hours and I can have a bath for 3 hours. It might not be at the same time. I might have to wait in order to get into the bath, or you might have to wait, but maybe this gives me or you the opportunity to play with your kids, or to read a book, or to meditate, or to sit with my emotions. There is no fear. There is no fear to be fueled. The fear is embraced, the fear is seen, the fear is understood, it is compassionately cocooned, and then it is relinquished, and it is transmuted into love. And the more love we tap into, the more love that is recreated, the more love that is multiplied. So this is really the message for today. We are hoping that you have received the channeled transmission. We are hoping that this is of light, of service, of benefit to you guys. We are here in co-creation, as we have said before, Council of the Light, the spiritual realms, co-creating with you a world of peace, of love, the new earth that is already here in frequency, that is being embodied and tapped into, as we'll co-create the crystalline grid in the new earth, which has already been established and which is being lived now. And the way we live it is by giving it more fuel, giving it more power, and we give it more fuel and power by abiding in love all the time. The more and more individuals tap into love and put that into the grid, put that into the field, that's how it is activated, and that's how it is remembered. So the more we are in this state of remembrance as human beings, the more you can co-create this state of peace, of love, of enlightenment, of enchantment, of magic, of co-creation, of synchronicities, of miracles. Now tap into your hearts, have no fear, whatever you wish, it shall be done. There is nothing to be afraid of. Anything that is not love will fade away. With compassion, you can help it, but you also have to walk away. Walk away from those power mongrels who are still wanting you down, who are still wanting to take your power away from you. You don't need to relinquish your power. You are in a state of empowerment when you are the leader of your tribe, of your clan, when you are acting as your sovereign choice, and you lead, you be, you support, you are of service, you co-create. There is nothing wrong with what you're doing, bringer of the change. Remember this, there is nothing wrong. If you want to go on vacation, you go on vacation. If you want to rest, you rest. Honor your body, acknowledge your feelings and your thoughts. You have been doing a phenomenal amount of, like we say, or like you say, work. And this inner journey is now about to be honored and revered and worshipped in a very pure and innocent way. Because this is so, it is needed to be this way. You ought to be cherished, loved, honored for who you be. And this is for every single being. Every single being in this planet Earth deserves to feel this way, to feel really honored, to feel that they are a blessing in this planet, and to be reminded of that every one of you is very, very fundamental in the piece of the puzzle that is being created at this point in time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Nothing is by chance. Even your darkest corners, your darkest fears, and the projection of those fears from the external reality that you may still be feeling in some of your personal lives is a motivation for you to stand tall, to keep your boundaries strong and healthy, and to stand higher in your dreams, in your visions, and in what you want to do, so as to live life in your own terms, in your own conditions, because you are here as a bringer of the change, embodying your heart's desires and allowing that love to happen, and you deserve this. So much love, many blessings. Hope this has been of service. And as always, if you have any questions, any comments, if you would like us to touch on any topics, feel free to comment on the transmission, on the video, or stay tuned to Aashtara.org and its channels. Much love, beloveds. Take care. Have a beautiful week.